All right, this is Block Fever. It is essentially the last emulatable Nintendo arcade game that was not found, and it has now been found. There are technically a couple of, we don't know if these existed for like the Versus system and the Play Choice 10, as well as a there's all the electro kind of, or not, I don't know what you'd call them, the film reel. Oops, sorry, arcade games. They're not emulatable though. So kind of cool to finally have it here. The last one, it's kind of similar to Breakout. Surprise, surprise. Let's go. Start the timer. Oh, I'm gonna be using my mouse for that. Why am I still holding my SNES controller? I'm gonna be using my mouse like I did for Monkey Magic. I may need to change my sensitivity though. One more maybe? Let's try this. Here we go. Am I supposed to do something? Oh, I clicked. Oh my god! What was that? What? Did I lose a life for that? Oh boy, here we go. Now that's kind of. Oh wait! No! You guys don't have music. It's not much, but let's retry that. I'm a failure. I'm a failure for showing this off already. All right, let's try that again. And that way we can forget that I got ripped off there. All right. I know, for being the last Nintendo game, it sure is something thrilling. Isn't it? You guys can hear the beep boops now, right? This ain't too bad. Oh gosh, why is it fast already? Now they're... And my panel's shrunk. Dude, why is it doing that so early? Oh my goodness, this is gonna be hard. Does anyone know if this has more than one level, or is this just it basically, and it'll repeat this? As you can see, this was kind of the old style of color where they just had like a sheet over the screen of light blue and dark blue. Gosh, this is so fast. Thank goodness I have a mouse. It still doesn't quite represent, or like, it's not the same as an analog, nah, but it's still better than keys. It's closer. Because you should have analog movement, not digital, for a game like this. Gosh, it's so fat. What do those flashing blocks do, I wonder? Ah, shoot. Oh, I think it's after I hit enough blocks, it shrinks. That was true. I think that's true in Breakout, too. It's been in a lot of the Breakout variants I've played. They shrink your panel. Well, oh, that makes it go like lightning. Okay. I guess that, well, rip. All right, here we go again, I guess. Oh! Should I just reset when that happens? That's so evil. Oh my goodness. I wonder what those other options were. There was something about the flashing blocks, but I don't know what it was. Can you make more of them or less of them? Is that what that option was? I mean, you want less, right, if they speed you up. It just shrinks so soon. I think in the older game, it shrunk when I like hit the ceiling, or in the color TV game version, right? Didn't it shrink once it hit the ceiling? How did I hit that block? Dang it, I missed. This actually might be a little tough. Good old classic arcade game. No, I already found a video on YouTube Leapster. So a few people have uploaded before. Some people it'll be their first time though. Still one of the earliest. I'll probably be the first one to do a big ol' history video on it though, I think. I don't know how much history there actually is to go over with this though. Gosh. Okay, this is gonna be really hard. Yeah, there might have been like camera recordings too. I just gotta get in the groove. I hope I can get into the top. That'll help a lot. I seem to be going through them from the top, though, which is a little scary. Did it just get even faster? Ah! It's sinking! Why is there a blue? Oh, it went into the blue color, that's why. Okay, it stopped. Well, that was actually a pretty good run. Oh, gosh. Died already. Whoa! Oh, my word. Finally. What? How did I hit? Oh, no, that was just a flashing block. Dude, this is actually hard. Why did it sink like that? To make it harder, I guess? All right, I'm gonna look at a couple more of those DIP switches. Maybe it'll make it easier. Game A, first rack flashing blocks. That sounds harder, but let's try it. Blocks descend. Is that easier? Let's see. I don't care too much about doing all the configurations here. Oh, yeah, there's... Okay, so I made 4 flashing blocks with this mode. Oops. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. I had a reset button, but I don't remember what it is. Isn't one of the other modes just 2-player? Is that not true? I thought there was just a 1-player and a 2-player mode. Is there more than that? Oh, gosh. So there isn't a B and a C. Oh, I didn't see that when I was looking at the inputs. I'll take a look at that later. Let me at least beat this. I think this is harder than Color TV Game Block Breaker as far as speed goes. Man. Yeah, I've seen that footage too. I don't know, man. I've seen no footage of it since then, so I don't know if it's still around. I had something good going there for a while, but I died. Wait, was that even sooner? Oh, is it going down even more? I might have had it. Let's see how far down it goes. I think it's going down even more. Oh my goodness. Okay, I set it to hard mode. Okay, wait. Let's change that. Let's put these back on. So what's the other difficulty? Or what's the other modes? Yeah, because there's only 1-player and 2-player. How do you switch modes? How do you actually switch it? Oh, that was that input I got rid of. Well, I know I didn't. I just disabled the visuals of it. How do you? That still. You should still be able to swap. I should still be able to select it, but I guess I could turn that on just to see it. Oh. Well, you say that. Oh, do I gotta click it? My mouse? I turned that off too. Oh, there we go. It was a physical button you had to push. Ah. All right, let's try it. What is B? Okay, it looks like the flashing blocks are gone. Whoa. Why did they all... Oh, weird. Okay. So I have multiple variants of this I gotta beat. Great. Oops. You say I'm good at this, Nino, but it's, I'm still feeling. I actually kind of like this because in Block Breaker, or in this kind of game, sometimes you get kind of, like, stuck in the same area over and over again. So this changes that up a little bit. Ah, shoot. And I just gotta get used to... Get used to this. No, I'm using a mouse. It's not quite as good as a, dial, but it's better than a keyboard. I guess I could probably buy one, couldn't I? Oh, well. That's what I've been doing this whole challenge. For the few that I have had like this. Probably get a USB one that works that way. All right, let's try the last one. No, it just swaps. I mean, I could show you, but it like swaps upside down because someone's supposed to be on the other side of the table. So wait, what's C? Is it just the flashing blocks are gone? So it's literally just an easier version of A. Oh, man. My paddle's so tiny already. It gets so small so fast. Oh, man. I was just not expecting that. I looked away for a second. All right, I'm gonna do C first. I think I'm gonna go through these backwards. Oops. I don't think, was there a way to add more lives? I think that was the maximum. Oh! I've been saved! Woohoo! Look at that. All right, let me show you two-player. I'm not gonna be able to control because I don't know what my controls are. But basically, when you die, the table flips upside down. That's all it is. All right. Looks like my arcade was... You didn't see that. Looks like my arcade was nice and gave players 6 lives. What a generous arcade. That guy's here for the players. Whoever runs this machine. Oh! All right, you know what? I deserve that. Okay, 6 lives makes this feel a lot more doable. So for those of you that don't know, DIP switches were just something arcade owners could set. So you could find a machine out in the wild with 3 lives. You could find a machine out in the wild with 6 lives. I consider it a fair thing for me to be able to configure for the challenge, considering I am allowing any difficulty in this challenge. Get up there. There we go. Woo! The best part of Breakout right here. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, I'm still going. Woo! Did my paddle get even smaller? Like, even smaller than the first shrink. Woo! Oh my goodness, how did I hit that? Dang. A nice feature, you wonder why they existed. They set it all to the max, like maximum lives, really? I would have thought they did the opposite. Oh my goodness, okay, hitting the ceiling is a trigger for entering the hardest difficulty, essentially. Dang it! I might still fail. No, Leapster, they're both inspired by a game called Breakout. It was an Atari game. They both are copycats. To begin with. This is very clearly just all a part of Nintendo's early rip-off days, to be honest. Shoot. Oh, max difficulty, yeah. Come on. Come on. Why am I stuck in an infinite loop of terror? That was so close. I just went back. What a tragedy. Oh, well. Why is the first one so fast? Hang on, I need a... Oh, no, that's a... Whatever. There's a way to... There's like a reset button, but I don't think I have it configured on this version of MAME. Yeah, I get you. They are definitely very similar. What do you mean Breakout had 2 stages? Like, did they just look different? Or is it just that... Oh, shoot. Oh, it just ended after 2 stages? I don't know how we'd figure that out. I didn't get that? Are you kidding me? No, there is not a way to configure the ball speed. This run is not going as well. Shoot. Shoot. My hopes aren't super high right now, guys, for this run. I'm having to, like, focus pretty hard here. This is not easy. Ah, I thought it was gonna bounce more for some reason. Was the original Breakout a game that you can't emulate? Did I remember hearing that properly? How did that work then? What kind of game was it? Because, like, at least Nintendo stuff was film reels, so I can understand that. Was it just something that didn't have a ROM, essentially? Oh, you can! I thought you couldn't for some reason. But it doesn't use a ROM, okay. Did it still display, like, on a video screen, though? And not, like, film? Like Nintendo's early stuff? Man! Oh my gosh. Why do they start at such a nasty spot? Come on. This run is cooked. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of, the fact that it just doesn't have a ROM. Man. Well, time to try again. So it's technically, like, I guess if you don't even have a ROM, is that even emulation, or is that just more imitation? Like, can you technically even call that emulation, or is that something else? I don't really know my technical definitions here for this. Okay, this is good. I like being up in the corner. There we go. Okay, this run has some potential. Yeah, this is huge. Once I break that other side, though, it's going to be harder to stay up there. Whoa. Huge! Oh, well, that was a lot. However... Unfortunately, now that the roof is in the... Or, well, maybe if I can keep hitting from below? Because the moment I hit the ceiling, things are going to go haywire. And here we go. Look at that tiny battle. Actually, it's not as fast as it was yet, still. Look how tiny my paddle is. This is not fair. Oh, keep going. Oh gosh, I thought I was gonna hit one of those. Bummer. And here we go. Oh gosh. Yeah, if you were to try to play this on your own, I would highly recommend setting up a mouse over keyboard. Keyboard is not the right way to play games like this. I'm just going in a circle. This is why I need my moving platforms. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. No, I'm back at the start of the circle. What the heck? Man, I like had to hit it on the right part of my paddle. And we've hit the ceiling already. The last part of Breakout is kind of gross. Ah! No, please. Dude. Ah! Are you kidding me? Man, that is annoying. Here we go again. The ending of this is rough. No wonder I keep losing there. It's the hardest part. There's probably some way, like, I don't know what's the way. I guess I have to keep hitting it with the same part of the paddle, because if you swap to the other side, you're just going back to where you've already been. Is there really only 2 variations of where you can bounce it? That's pretty linear, then. This trajectory. Maybe there's more, or maybe it's because my paddle was tiny that there was less. Yeah, this is okay. Oh, as I die. Where's my extra life? Aren't I supposed to get an extra life at some point? Why is it so high? Isn't it like 400 was the lowest I could set it? Look how far away I am from 400. Yeesh. You could set it to be even higher. Good luck reaching that. How good were people at Breakout? Bummer. Now I don't want to get on the ceiling. Ah, it's fast already. Oh yeah, it does shrink another time once my paddle hits the ceiling. I saw it. Man. Well, unless they just were stupid. But it probably does. It would at least suggest that. Ah! I did it! Finally! I still didn't get my extra life, though, did I? I don't know, but there's game mode C. Let me double check when I have that configured, too. Yeah, 400. Did I get an extra life right there at the end? All right, that is mode C done. Let's go to the other ones. Let's do B next. It kind of is Sir Blue Knight. I've had that thought before. Like, the actual gameplay of you need to move your paddle to where the ball is moving is the same. Yet, weirdly, we consider Pong to be a variation of Ping Pong, but Breakout is just something else entirely. It's a game where you're breaking out of jail. I actually think this mode might be easier than C, due to the, fact that the blocks are moving are going to make it easier to hit at the end. I think, at least. We'll see, I guess. Am I becoming a gamer? Oh, shoot. Right when I got it, I messed up. Or right when I said that, I messed up, of course. Ah, man, it's like my brain, the gradual nature of it getting faster helps me, like, do better, but when it's a sudden shift like that, it's hard to make the adjustments. Because the flyer for Breakout was like jail dudes breaking out of prison. Or dudes wearing like the black and white stripes. I'm not getting up top as much here. Shoot. Is it actually kind of similar to Alleyway? Dude, maybe Leapster was actually onto something. Nice, missing everything. Nice. A lot of clears. Shoot. I just want to do a screen clear for each of the modes. That'll be good enough for me. Maybe if people discover there's something else worth seeing, but from what I can tell, that's kind of the only. Yeah. I think B was easier than C, to be honest. It's easier to close out. Am I getting my extra life? I feel like I'm not. All right. Let me just look at this again. Yeah, you can go up to 1600, so it seems like there's more points than there's at least more than 2 levels. It's not like the original Breakout. All right, here we go. Oh wait, let me select B. I mean A. Final level. This isn't that much worse than C, though, right? It's just those. What do those flashing balls do? They just make you go super fast. That's like, what, 2 lives down the drain? At worst. It's a Romeo and Juliet love story. Oh, brother. Oh, is that the thing that made the blocks go down? Oh, I see. I see. Dude, when there's like 4 of them, that seems crazy. I forgot that happened to me earlier. I think I'm thinking it's gonna bounce more off the walls because it did that in QDQ. I don't like how I've created straight lines to both of those flashing blocks. Man, too bad it's not like Color TV Game Block Breaker where the flashing blocks just made you win. You hit them. Oh, man. Dude, imagine having 4 of those and they each make the board go down by 8. What would even happen? Oh, this is hard. Ooh, dang it. Yeah, that was right when I hit it. Yeah, game over. Wait, no, wait, I got one more? Did I get my refresh? I just must have been miscounting. Shoot. Oh, there we go. I hate that. It's so, the first one is so fast. Well, for Nintendo's final missing arcade game, this one was quite thrilling, right? Honestly, this is probably part of the reason why it was never found, because no one really cared about it. I think I think in Japan, it's not like too uncommon to find. At least at one point, maybe. But I don't know if people cared that much. It's not like Sky Skipper or something like that with its kind of wild story behind it. Although that one was in the US, at least, right? Wasn't it? Actually, I can't remember. I think this one's a Japanese exclusive. I really want to get on the top here. That'll help a lot. Man. I guess mode B really was easier, because I'm struggling on this now. Eesh. I'm not even lowering the blocks. Rip. So I started with Space Fever, but there were 2 arcade games before that, and they were this, well, 2 arcade, ROM-based arcade machines. This and Computer Othello, both of which were not found when I had started the challenge, and now they have been. That's pretty cool that they've both been found, even while I've been doing the challenge. I could have been starting with this one. Well, I probably would have started with Computer Othello. Actually, well, I started with Color TV Game, as far as the arcade games go. So this is one, if I had started my challenge a few years later, this would have been one of the very first games I would have played. Dang it. Yeah, apparently they were actually both found by the same guy. I don't know if he's someone who wants to be in the public light, though. I don't know if I should talk about him in my video. Maybe I'll send him a message and see. Shoot. I'm doing bad again. I'm struggling with mode A. Really is hard mode. Yeah, if he prefers to be anonymous, I don't know if I should even mention him. Wait, you go through the flashing blocks while they're not solid? Weird. Now, I can talk to a Magic Julie Nerd. I'd rather be the one to do it. Oh boy, here we go. How did I thread the diagonal needle there? Oh boy. I died. Yeah, there's not too much of a story. It's more like I just don't know if I want to admit, like, does he want me to say thanks for finding him, or does he want me to just leave that out, you know? It's more what I'm talking about. There really isn't too much of a story. It's kind of just like Computer Othello, which there wasn't too much to say about that one either. It's not like Sky Skipper, which does have a story. It's more of a, does he want to be credited versus not credit, or would he prefer to be credited or not? I just would like to meet his wish either way. From the sound of it, I'm gonna guess he doesn't want to be, but I just want to double check, I think. Dang. Okay, I'm up here. This is good. My lives aren't super high, though, which is not what I want to see. Shoot, man. I swear it's faster in this mode. Either my brain's just getting cooked already. Man! Yeah, I do still have the super system as well. Although that's kind of a different story. As to why I'm not playing it yet. They haven't been, it's kind of been untouched for a while, though, hasn't it? Or is that wrong? I think it was something else. That was better. So we'll see. If I'm getting close to that point in my summary videos, I might just play them on a SNES. Instead. But I'm gonna hold off on it until a little closer. So I'd like to be able to show off the menus and stuff, too. Dang it, I thought that would hit it. Yeah, the emulation just isn't complete yet for it. The only way to play them, I think, is on a SNES emulator. Or SNES itself, I think. I don't know why I'm struggling with this one. Weird, it's like to actually hit a second block on the way down, it has to hit the ceiling first, I think. I think that's the condition to actually make it not just go right through the blocks. Man, I'm doing so bad. I step my game up as I fail. This is hard, man. Even with the mouse. This is harder than I think I want to say the color TV game version, because I don't think the ball went quite this fast so soon. Same with the paddle shrinking. Wait, no, I think the paddle shrink was an option, wasn't it? I don't think the paddle shrink was required at all. I was able to play the whole game without paddle shrink, I think. If I'm remembering right. Oh, great. Wait, did I cancel out the block sinking? By dying? Doesn't look like they went down as much. It's on the edges, man. That's where I mess up the most. Guess I'm just not going close enough to the walls. Should just make sure I err on the side of going too close. Oh, great, I hit the other one already. Oh, so tough. Man. Man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've heard that Leapster. Kind of wild to me. First off, I wonder how common it actually is. But second off, kind of wild to me that the stores themselves aren't doing their due diligence to make sure you can resell them. Seems like that would be a part of making sure a return system still works, no? I'll be honest, Magic Duty Nerd, I don't entirely agree with that. I think a lot of people are blowing things out of proportion. But that's kind of just my opinion on it. Shoot. Kind of feels like people are desperate to find a smoking gun and making mountains out of molehills. Dang, man. But I don't want to argue about it too much. Shoot. Okay, I gotta focus in. I'm slipping. I'm locking in. Would you look at that? I play better when I lock in. Oh, and I messed up right when I said that. Okay. That's good points. Shoot, then I missed. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that anyone buying a used console would get a bad console, but... Shoot. I don't really like the two-prong thing. I wonder... It's probably not too prevalent, and even if it is, you can probably, I imagine, get it returned. This is good. I'm getting, like, look at how I'm going back and forth on the edges. That was really nice. Oh, man. This is one of my best runs yet, but this is where things actually get hard, though, unfortunately. Man. Oh. Yes! Okay. Oh, shoot, they added the more blocks anyway. Interesting. All right. Ooh, that was hard, man. Good old breakouts. All right, that's my goal complete. It does get harder, but there's other arcade games where after I beat a full loop, it gets harder, and I just consider doing one full loop the win condition for the sake of this challenge. So with that, Block Fever is done. 49.55. Good old short arcade games. This was long for an arcade game. Thank you for the GGs, everyone.